Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Jeff. You're not. Welcome to the Ridgeway Kitchen. As you can see, I don't know, it's pan out there, hon. We had every anticipation of doing a crock pot shrimp bisque, but today it didn't work out. We had guests, it ran a little late, so we're going to do a quick hitter on the shrimp bisque, but we're going to add to it as we always do. I like to, throw everything we can in. So we're going to have julienne carrots in this one. We're going to have sweet corn. And as you can see, we've got a shit ton of onions, but we're not going to use all of them. The recipe that I used called for 2 small onions. I cut like 2 big ones instead, so we'll just put this in a Ziploc bag, the remainder of it. So the first part of this is what I'm going to do is, I have the oven already preheated to 400. So as you see, we got some very nice Dietz and Watson bacon that'll be put in it. We're not going to use it all, but I like to have extra bacon in the refrigerator when we're done. So I'm going to put that in at, like I said, 400 for about, I don't know, I check it about 10 minutes. We'll keep an eye on that. I also, since we're behind, I've already cut the potatoes, and usually I like to put them in and let them simmer, for a little bit in the roux, basically, and the other parts of the soup. But again, we're losing track of time, so I'm going to put them in the microwave, and I'm going to do that for about 8 minutes.
And that's kind of good that we've lost a little bit of time here, so because a lot of people don't have a lot of time to cook.
So yeah, so to save time, we're trying to do little things as Terry just said. Now I'm going to do a little bit of avocado oil, which we like to use now, and I think I stated that in the last one instead of the other.
Yeah, because it's a high burning.
Right. And then we're going to put in the onion, and again, we're not going to use it all, so I'll bring this forward. We don't like to use this burner because that's really screwing up. So we're going to turn the back burner on and put half the onion in.
And I'm sorry, I apologize. My phone is ringing in the background.
That's okay. That's because you're an important person. Cola Guard's calling you. Do you believe that? That's so great.
That's not even funny.
It is great. So anyway, we're going to saute these onions in avocado oil, and while that cooks, and the bacon cooks, and the potatoes cook, we're going to take a little break. And then what I'm going to do, the next step is I'm going to add, once these saute and soften up, then I'm going to add some carrots to it. This is a steam bag. Again, we're trying to save time. A steam bag of tuna fish. A lot of things happening here. So next is the steam bag white corn, which we can add. And again, this speeds up the process. We've always liked to do like.
So you're gonna cook that in the microwave? Is that what you're saying?
I'm gonna do that too. And again, this will take a 3 to 4 hour soup.
So everything will kind of be pre-cooked before.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna throw it together in a bisque.
I'm sure it'll be good. So until we come back with this, after we soften the onions, we'll take a break. Welcome back, everyone. So we have our onions softening in the pan. So what I'm going to do is add my carrots. And usually I try to put like a cup and a half in. Sometimes I'm over, sometimes I'm under, because I want them to soften up too. So what we got here, and we also have a pound of deveined, cleaned, cooked shrimp. So that'll cook. As you see, the onion has lessened because I did put half of it in the refrigerator. The potatoes were on for 8 minutes. In the microwave. They are done. So we're just going to sit there and let them wait until this has softened up, and then we're going to add that together and we'll go through the next phase. I'm a little rushed. I was a little rushed, and my lovely wife brought that to my attention, but she knows, and most people know, when I'm hungry I get miserable, and
And you need a Snickers.
Yeah, well, I did. Yeah, I could use a Snickers. I could have had plenty of pretzels, but no, I was really looking forward to the soup. So when I get behind, I sort of want to rush everything. So a little check on our bacon. Again, that's at 400.
It smells good.
And that'll be cooking probably 3 minutes away. It's looking maybe 4 minutes. I'll keep an eye on that. But yeah, this is just something we like to do. I increased the amounts just because what we like to do. And when we did the turkey chili, we like to freeze it. So that throughout the winter we got extra stuff, so we got a couple of them. And again, I got plenty of ice cream in here. So we're going to do the same with the shrimp soup. We're going to freeze that, make a couple containers. That way we can go to it if we need to. But I'm trying to show you that how quick this stuff can be thrown together instead of going through the whole process of making a long, crock pot soup. That's why I asked if Terry had anything she wanted to do, because she gives me the hairy eyeballs.
This is your recipe. I didn't give you any hairy eyeballs.
No, I'm just saying.
You were picking a fight with me, mister?
Well, I'm still off the ear.
I'm gonna have to pop you.
I'm still for the ear, you know that.
I didn't do it on purpose. My goodness.
I know you didn't do it on purpose, but I still feel it. It's starting to throb.
How much shrimp are you using?
This is only 1 pound. And again, if you feel that you want to use more shrimp, that's fine. But we're going to use 1 pound now. If I need more, I have another bag of already cooked deveined shrimp in there that I can add to it. And usually we like to have more shrimp than not, but for this recipe, I'm just going to use 1. And I don't know if anybody's noticed, but my wardrobe, my wife says it pops. Now,
yes.
I don't know. I didn't dress myself. Somebody else dressed me for this.
I love the mint green.
Right.
I think it looks really nice.
Does it make my eyes pop?
Yeah, well, if you didn't have glasses on, it would.
It would, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome back. Now, we took the bacon out, and I'm trying to get the grease down, but that's a good batch right there. Bacon makes everything better. Don't you agree, hon?
Yeah, I do. It smells delicious, too.
Do you want some, or do you want to wait?
No, I'll wait.
Okay. And we've got the carrots and we got the onions, and again, there's some brown stuff in there, but I know I overcook stuff. I'm going to add, right now, I'm going to add just a small amount of garlic, probably a little more than a teaspoon. Let that simmer for just a minute, just to get the fragrance out. Once that starts, then we're going to start adding our other items. Now, you'll see out here I got cashew flour. My mom is what?
She's gluten-free, and I believe she has celiac, and so
right.
she needs to stay away from more than just gluten.
So we ended up getting this for Thanksgiving because Terry was making some stuff for my mother or the family, and just wanted to make it, gluten-free for her. So we're going to be using that. But once I stir in this garlic, it gets a little fragrant. Sorry for my back to you, but unfortunately that's the way the the stove is set up.
Yeah, when we had the kitchen maid, the builder had talked us into having the sink on the counter instead of like having a range or anything.
Yeah, it was supposed to be the triangle. You're supposed to have your sink, your refrigerator, and your stove so you can work here. But, if we did it again, wouldn't you have changed it?
I don't know.
Maybe around here?
I kind of like the sink there in a way, but it would give you more counter space if it wasn't there.
So I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of the flour, the cashew flour, and let that mix up a little bit. And what we're trying to do is just create a nice roux here. And it does smell very good. Carrots have softened up, the onions are doing well. The hint and smell of bacon grease right under here is really good. And John and Luna, they'll get a slice of bacon later because they're...
So what are you putting in with that? We don't need it to be gluten-free. You're putting butter and,
I haven't put any
some
butter.
broth?
They haven't called for any butter in this, and I've never put any butter in this. Years ago, we had problems with butter. I had problems with butter. I know Jesse's had problems with butter. We used to go to like Red Lobster, and if we got a good meal there, because Red Lobster did a good meal, but we'd all be in the bathroom, both of us be in the bathroom because of the butter. So I always try to cut back on butter. So we got heavy whipping cream that's going to go in next. It's going to be 2 cups. So 2 cups is what, honey? 16 ounces?
Yes.
And this is 16 ounces?
8 ounces in a cup, correct. So do you have to whisk that, I guess, continuously, or?
Yep. We'll do that. Throw that away, get that out of the way. We'll whip it good. And then we have sour cream.
Whip it real good.
Real good. So, and it says 16 ounces of sour cream. I don't like that much sour cream, so I'm only going to put half of that in now. And if it needs more, then we'll add it. But for some reason, sour cream and me never got along either. So, roughly half, wouldn't you guess?
Whatever, I mean.
Did you want to
You're
tell
the
them about?
chef.
Did you want to tell them about the date?
What date?
The date on the sour cream.
Huh?
The date on the sour cream. It's
What was it? 1 week ago?
it was good till November of 2020. Oh, we're still good. It's only a month old. That's good. Let me stir this to get this all. Let me bust up the chunks of sour cream that was outdated. And did I say anything about the potatoes? Because potatoes did cook. They're sitting in the microwave. They've already went through their time, so they should be fairly soft. And again, so we don't have to go through the process of sitting there and let them simmer for 15 to 20 minutes. So
how I see this bone broth sitting here. How much of that is going to go in there?
bone broth, the chicken stuff,
Yeah.
it's only 2 tablespoons. So, but we don't
2
measure that.
tablespoons? Okay.
We just
Well, I was
pour it.
just wondering, like, how much bisque is this going to make?
This was supposedly originally when we used to do it was 4. Then we cut it back. We did it like 2 years ago, and was only just for you and I. So I'm trying to go back to the original amount from 4 to 6, so we have a little bit left over.
So you're saying, when you say 4 to 6, you're talking about servings?
4
or?
to 6 servings, yes. And now we're adding the coriander, and again, I don't like to measure. And that pisses me
All
off.
I ask is go light on that pepper when you put that pepper in.
Pepper is light. We already did the garlic. We got chili powder. That's supposed to be 2 tablespoons. It's chili powder. It's not spicy.
Yeah, I think it is. So I think you ought to just put a little.
There you go.
I hope so.
Jesus loves you, baby. You'll eat it and you'll like it, right?
Oh, will I?
Yeah. Okay, there's pepper.
I might have to pop you twice.
Woohoo! All about being popped twice. Okay, now this calls for 2 tablespoons for Old Bay. Now, Terry really likes Old Bay. She's going to groan and moan in the background.
No.
We're only putting in a
Oh.
hit right there. We put in our additives. We're going to let that simmer for a few minutes. I laid low on that. They call for hot sauce too, but I'm not putting that in.
What, right. I mean, everybody can put in what they like.
Right.
And how much of what they like.
Right. But we try to add a little bit of everything. You started out where you, well, hopefully I don't burn the shit on my hand. But it used to start out where we would try to, or I would try to throw everything into the refrigerator that was left over into a soup or into something, and this is how it turned out. Let's throw this in here. What's this for? 4 to 4.5 minutes. We don't need to do that right now.
And it's white corn because that's
Yes.
what we like the best.
We don't like the yellow. And do you want to give a shout out for your local, the potatoes that we used are right around the corner from our
they're
house.
from Bishop Farms.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Bruce, great guy.
Yep, so yeah, they're local. Like I said, within like 3 miles of us. So, and we're gonna do a cook time of 4:30. There's that. Turn on the turntable for Wyatt doesn't know. So we're starting to get a simmer over here if you want to come in, hon.
Would you rather have a whisk?
Yep, I'm gonna do that once I bust up all the coriander. Then.
Oh, that looks nice and thick.
Thank you. That's what she said.
God, I always set myself up, don't I?
What happened to the whisk?
Huh? Do you want the blue one or the?
Oh, this little baby is good. Can you smell it?
Yeah, I can smell it.
Oh, okay.
Well, mostly I smell that bacon because
Yeah.
that bacon smells fabulous.
Right, because you're hungry too.
Yeah.
She gets miserable when she's hungry too, not just me.
I
But I've
do
always had a
sometimes, but
problem.
not a lot. No, I don't get miserable where I'm going to be like grumpy, mad, and
Like I do.
yeah.
Yeah, I do that. I've always had a problem with that. I don't know why, but. Okay, we're going to take 4 slices. Who took the big knife? There it is. We're going to cut these up. Remember, try not to cut your fingers because blood doesn't go well with this. So,
And you're you're cutting up 4 slices to put in the soup.
oh yeah.
What about all the other bacon you got there?
That's going to be going in a Ziploc bag for the refrigerator.
Oh.
Because remember we said that John and Luna would get a slice. Why, do you want half one around it right now?
No.
Okay. And look at the potatoes are good. Very starchy, local potatoes. The cashew flour.
And he cut them up pretty good.
Yeah.
They're bite size, I guess.
Yep, no, they're good. What do you think?
Well, it looks good.
Take a whiff. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good? Mm-hmm. All right. Since that's all cooked, we'll throw the bacon in now for a little flavor. Nice sizzle right there. We got
Hi, Johnny.
more ingredients
How you
in.
doing, Johnny?
Garlic's good.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Johnny.
It's a family affair, hon.
He's probably hungry too.
Johnny, are you hungry, buddy? All right. So we're good there. You notice how the dogs lay right where you're trying to work?
He just wants to be close to you. Where's Luna Tuna?
She hides over the corner.
Luna!
Get this out of the way. Hey, welcome back. So we're at the point now, we have this, the soup is simmering. We're going to be adding the potatoes, the shrimp, and the corn. But I'm going to cut up the shrimp before I put it in the bowl, just because Terry said it wasn't bite size. So I did have to add...
maybe bite size for you, but not for me.
And I washed my hands like 15 times.
Okay.
So in case
sorry,
I
I'm
get
a little-
yelled at. And again, I agree with Terry was right. They should be bite sized. They shouldn't be like too large for your spoon. The potatoes are excellent. I already sampled them. And if you notice the bacon, we've already sampled that. Tuna and John have already had a slice of bacon each. They deserve it because they're excellent animals, dogs, family. Terry turned me down. She said she didn't want any. I asked
didn't want
you.
any what?
Bacon.
Oh.
Right.
I thought you were talking about
What'd you-
dogs and family.
Oh. What else do you think you were turning me down for?
Huh?
Uh-huh.
Dogs and family. I didn't
Uh-huh.
understand what you were saying.
So after we add our, I'm not going to put everything, all of it in, because just in case, because as people know, when you put potatoes in, it does thicken up.
They're going to take
So-
a lot of that juice.
And I sampled the potatoes, like I said, and they're very good. And I just shot freaking soup over there on your table, honey. Sorry.
It's okay.
Just trying not to cut my hand. One cut item on my body right now is
You're never going to let me live that down, are you?
just for today. So let's sprinkle some corn in there.
And again, this is all like according to what you guys like. If
Yeah.
you want to use peas, if you want to use whatever, you can use
whatever you
that.
want. Trying to get some of that starchy water in there.
Yeah. You don't have to put all that in, right?
Nope. All right, now this is what it looks like right now. Look, I think Terry's got it on a tripod right now, but see, it's already thickening up. It's looking very good. We're gonna let that heat up. Even though the potatoes were hot, the shrimp needs to warm up. The corn was done, so we're very good that way. We're just gonna wait a few minutes till it starts simmering again, and then we're gonna plate it, and then give you the last look before we eat it. So, see you in a bit. All right, check that just to see if we got enough shrimp in there, because God knows I don't want to.
Definitely.
Definitely we got enough shrimp, or definitely what?
Definitely we have enough stuff in there.
Oh, okay. All right. So what we're going to do then now is we're going to table this from here. Oh, and what happened to mine? Boom. So look at this. Doesn't that look good, people? Woohoo! John's looking.
It does. It looks really good.
So we can hopefully it tastes as good as it looks. So I'm gonna bowl or plate, as they say, two of them. Little broth on top so it's not all lumpy. I still think we should have added more shrimp. There we go. There's
Thank
that
you.
one.
I'm going to put a little bit of Parmesan cheese on mine because I love Parmesan cheese. You
There's
put
the-
whatever you want
Yeah.
on top of it. You want Parmesan cheese?
Yeah, since it's out, I'll use it. And you could use a little paprika, parsley, things like that to add to it. But
I'm gonna
it's a
put
personal
some
choice.
parsley on there. That's
Yeah.
pretty. You want some?
No, I'll leave.
I think this is going to be very hot.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
There's nothing worse than eating really hot soup and burning the roof of your mouth or your tongue, and then it ruins the
Yeah,
rest
because
of
then you
the
get the
soup.
bumps all over it the rest of the day, and it pisses you off.
Mm.
Is it good or is it too damn hot?
It's very hot, but
Is it good?
it's really good.
Okay.
Taste it. It's really
You
good.
sure?
Yeah, just throw it on it though.
Right.
It's delicious.
No, it is very good. Potatoes are done good. I was a little worried about them because I only put them on for 8 minutes, but they're not crunchy. They're actually perfect for a soup, which you're shooting for.
We'll make this again.
Yeah. So hopefully we have enough to put in a couple of things for the freezer, and hope you guys enjoy it if you ever make it. So,
Thanks for watching. Hit that like button, please.
Please.
Please
Smash it.
subscribe.
Either way, have a great day and a good life. Thank you.